Good morning, everyone. Kylie, Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia here with you. How is everyone? Say hello when you jump on in. I'd love to hear from you, whether you're watching the replay on YouTube. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 9,000 subscribers. So exciting. Thank you all very much for your support. It's very kind. I'm loving all the messages and all the comments. It's so good. I'm trying to follow up with as many as I possibly can whilst packing for New Zealand on Monday. And it's proving very challenging on top of all the cards that we're trying to make for the next 2 weeks. We've been super busy, like so busy. It's crazy, but we're having lots of fun and we have created lots of really cool stuff. We've got some really good things coming up in the next few weeks. So make sure you're subscribed to everything, KylieBertucci.com and over on YouTube. So who do we have here so far? I'll just make sure the volume's down on here because I do not want to hear myself echoing. Oh, we've got a few jumping on. How exciting. So if you are watching the replay on YouTube, you can come along to my lives. They're every Friday, 10 a.m. Australian Daylight Time. I do have on my Facebook page, I do have an events page that has a time zone converter because I know how annoying it is trying to convert times. My goodness, when someone says it's mountain time, what does that even mean? I don't even know what you're talking about. I've got no comprehension of any time other than my own, and even that's pretty loosely based, my own time. I'm still trying to learn how to be on time. Even this morning, I'm like, good, yes, I'm all organized. Phone flat. The other 2 were good. I had 2 out of 3 that were all good. So one day we'll get there. Hello everyone. Oh, from Texas. That's awesome. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's so sweet. Yeah, if you know friends that you think will benefit from my videos, thank you so much for spreading them and letting others know, because there was a message that I got this morning and their demonstrator from the UK had let them know about me, and I was like, oh, that's really sweet. Thanks for passing me around. FYI, here's Kylie Bertucci. Check her out. She's a bit crazy. So I wanted to show you something really exciting that happened this week. It was a big shock to Bruno and I. And we love random act of kindness. You know that this is a big thing for us. And my latest hashtag, craft with purpose. So it's a really nice idea if you can make sure that you are crafting with something in mind. Oh, thank you all. Your first live, Heather. That's exciting. Hello. So this week we were really shocked by a lovely demonstrator and friend of ours, Rachel Burkett, all the way from the United Kingdom. Look what I'm seriously, this is going to blow your mind. Britta and I were like, what has she done? She's spoilt us way too much. So we're concocting a plan of how to get her back. But anyway, check this out. I have to bring the chair over because if I try and carry this, it's going to be ridiculous. Okay, so this is the box that arrived from the UK. And I'm telling you, this crazy box is full of amazing things for Bruno, Jessie, and I. Now, I just want to show you a few highlights because honestly, there are so many amazing things in here that we were just so touched and overwhelmed. We could not believe our eyes. We could not believe what we were seeing. So one thing that because Britta keeps coming in the room and going, have you filmed the stuff? Can I have my stuff now? And I think this is the thing that he really is treasuring. This beautiful note. Well, it's a calendar. And look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. Rachel, you spoiled us all. And there's like headphones. There's pens for his diary. There's, what's this here? Oh, a selfie stick. And he was so excited about this because his selfie stick literally just broke. Ah, there's Rachel now. Hi, Rachel. I'm showing all your prezzies. Even sun cream for New Zealand. which is so ironic because the last time I got really badly burnt was on a cruise to New Zealand. I was like, Rachel just knew. And look at this cute little torch. It's like plastic, but it flashes. Perfect when we're trying to find our Airbnb. Oh, actually, we're not Airbnb-ing this time. Even luggage tags, like seriously, Rachel has thought of everything. Bruno's going to be excited now because he can have his stuff back. But one thing here that I just thought was the coolest idea, I was like, why didn't I do this earlier? Check out this bag for Bruno Bertucci. And it's got, I belong to the Crazy Crafters. How good is that? So we can put all of our Crazy Crafters goodies in there, all their gifts. I'll be bringing along my beautiful roller bag too that we got from on stage one year. And it's so cool. I love this. I'm like, oh, you're the best. Even like whisking, like she's just literally thought of everything. What was another one that I'm in here that I was just like, are you kidding me? You thought of everything. Here it is. And this is a tote bag that both Jessie and I got. Look at this. It's so cool. 2 bags. Oh, I'm just loving the merch. Brilliant merch. This is my beautiful team, the Crazy Crafters, because we're all a little bit crazy. Andrea said, yeah, he's crazy. We're all crazy. We're all a bit mental. That's how you have a bit of fun. Just don't care, really. Don't care what anyone thinks. And this here is like the cream of the crop. We turned our IKEA trolley around the top lid around the other way so that we could put our Big Shot on top. But now they've created lids. So we can put this on top, put our Big Shot, and then underneath there can still be storage. I am in love with this. This is really, really exciting to have this. So thank you so much, Rachel. You've been so kind to me. She even went shopping in IKEA in the UK and posted it to Australia. I'm just so touched. So thank you so much, Rachel. There's also been some amazing Random Act of Kindness cards this week. And we've got some Random Act of Kindness cards to give away because we've done some extras. I thought, you know what, while I'm at it, I'm going to do some extras from the Crazy Crafters cards and swaps and things like that for New Zealand so that I have some Random Act of Kindness cards that are ready to send out. But look at this adorable card here. How beautiful is that? Made from Pam. And I love the idea even with Love It, Chop It. Like that would be perfect to do another little layer on top and our card templates. So as you can see, you can look at this now that you have card templates, majority of you. Thank you all so much for your support of my card templates. Oh my goodness. And I'm really, really excited because you will get lifetime access for that original cost. No extra cost. Lifetime access to all the updates. So recently there should have been a new update. Highland Heather has been added to the layers. And it's really exciting because I'm going to constantly keep updating those card templates for you so that we can get ideas. So I'm looking at this going, maybe this is a template we haven't got this size. May have to add that one to the mix, thanks to Pam. And thank you for all your messages about that too. Some of you have come up with some brilliant ideas for the card templates. Thank you. But Pam is super cute. She has been going through a really tough time. She's losing her hubby to cancer. And she said, please don't be sad. There are people out there doing it so hard. Anyway, I'm pleased that I found you and I loved your videos. Please stay happy. She said that she loved the card that she received from us. She said, my thinking is the glass is always half full, not half empty. You have to have a good outlook sometimes. Every now and then, I'm sure she has her down times. And that just really, I really feel for Pam with everything that she's going through with her hubby. Because I think of how I would feel if I was going through something like that. And I just think how amazing that she's going through probably one of the toughest situations in her life. And yet she has the time to send me a card. That is amazing. So definitely think about, think about doing random act of kindness, because honestly, it is the best thing to make you feel good. And others. Look at me, I'm a mess now. Thanks, Pam. Thinking of you and your family, it's really hard going through things like that. And I'm going to be half glass full, not empty. But we really feel for you. We're all thinking of you, Pam. Whew, okay. I'm doing my tearies for the morning. I got this beautiful one from Priscilla Gunton. She's just beautiful. This woman, honestly, every time I see her on stage, I just give her the biggest hug. She's just such a darling. I hope everyone else is okay with the video. Show me how this lid works on the trolley. Oh, it's very easy, Barb. You put the lid on, but I will show you. You go like this, ready? Have you put a lid on the jar in your kitchen? Yeah, that's the same way. Yeah, we've got to all think and pray for Pam. That's a tough time. But I absolutely love this one of Priscilla's. She's loved it, chopped it. She also said in her card that she has been using her card templates every day. She said, I love them. She said, thank you so much for the metric measurement templates. I use them every day. So I have a question about the card templates, and it's for all our Canadian peeps out there. I have suddenly got news. I feel like I need a tissue. I've suddenly got news that there are Canadians that use metric with their letter sized cardstock. If that is you, and if card templates would help you to have metric measurements for your letter cardstock, because I don't have that at this point in time, but I want to see if that is something that you guys need, please let me know. Please message me. Please pass this video on if you know someone that uses card templates or the metric measurements with letter, because that's the only one I don't have. At the moment, I have A4 cardstock with both inches and metric, and I have letter cardstock with inches. So there's 3 templates, but do we need a 4th? Because, that's no wonder we're all so confused. Seriously. How do we even make cards? I don't understand. Thank you, Priscilla. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. And thank you all very much for your support. Look at Jessie's presents. Jessie's got stuff everywhere, even from Rachel. She's going to come home and be like, oh, look at all these presents everywhere. I've got a pile for her over there. I think I did show this little cutie, but I'm going to show it again because it's just the cutest. No, I showed it on the Crazy Crafters, but not on here. How cute is this? This is from my team member, Ellen. It is just the most cutest little froggy. Please remember, celebration is ending literally in 2 days here in Australia. Well, not including today. But on Sunday, it's all over. It's all finishing. So if you have not got your froggy set, make sure you get him because he's so cute. So that's all ending very soon. And you can join our Crazy Crafters team and be part of amazing things like on stage at the end of the year, November. There'll be one in Australia this time. And I really want you to come. We want you to come and hang with us. And the only way to hang with us and get to an on-stage event, a Stampin' Up! On-stage event, is to join. So now's the time. And the annual catalogue's coming. So do you want 20% off the annual catalogue? Yes, please. Ask me questions if you want to join. I know, they're froggy stamps. Look at this card. This is from the gorgeous Petra Taylor. I am in love with this card. I saw it on our team page because Petra's from my team as well. And I was just like, Petra, I love your card. It's so beautiful. So definitely check that out. And I loved her message too. I think I may have read it here, but just in case, I'm sure someone might have missed it. Don't believe BMI. You're beautiful inside and out. How encouraging is that? Would you not love to receive those words? I think that's so sweet. Thank you, Petra. Don't believe BMI. Stupid BMI makes us all feel insecure. Love your card, Petra, and love the message. So go spread some love. Craft with purpose. Go spread love. Go random act of kindness. And if you're not part of the group, I'll put up my Oh, you just ordered him on your last order. Here's the Random Act of Kindness group because you want to come and have fun with us. And make sure you answer the questions because it makes it a lot easier for the admin girls. It's a bit distressing when you don't see the questions answered. Because then you're like, who's this person? This one's from the lovely Randy. And she's in Alison Okamitsu's team in Canada. Love Randy. Gorgeous. Love it, chop it. Use that paper. Oh, are you in Love It, Chop It? You've got to make sure you're in Love It, Chop It too. Because it's a lot of fun. I think we've had like almost 100 people a week join Love It, Chop It at the moment. It's very, very exciting. This one came with M&Ms. I'm pretty sure I showed you the M&Ms last week. That was from Brittany Moon. USA fan. When I read that, I was like, I've got a fan. That's exciting. That's really cute. This one. Amazing. Seriously, ready? There's like a little note here that says pull. How cool is that? That's another one of the girls from my team, Camilla. What a beautiful card. Seriously. Love it. Chop it on the front. Use that paper. Even if it's your retired stuff. Seriously. Chop, chop, chop. Use it. It's much better to use it. Now, this one here was from Kathleen McDonald. Kathy, I'm pretty sure is one of my VIPs or one of my team members. Anyway, I love Kathy. I speak to her often. Sometimes the names just start blurring, a bit like the names of stamp sets. They start going, hang on, where does that name fit? Especially if they've been a customer for many years and then they join our team. I'm like, that's right, they joined up. Because that's what we want. We want you to come and join us. Isn't that beautiful? Using the, what's it called? See, look at this. I'm like, I can see the name. It starts with F. It's not filigree. Is it filigree? Florentine. Knew it would come. The Florentine Thinlets and that beautiful stamp set. Gorgeous layout. Absolutely love this. So beautiful. And what else do we have here? Shelley, Darcy, Love It, Chop It. She did 2 layers of Love It, Chop It. And isn't this cool how you can use the really strong pattern, but then in the background you can use the lighter pattern. And I'll check to see if that is the, hi Carolyn, hello. We'll see if this is a card template, and if not, we might have to get some ideas from Shelley. But seriously, the card templates help so much in being able to look at a card and go, hang on, do I have those templates? Because this is actually the US size, this one here. So if you're in Australia, like, oh, I don't know how to replicate that. I don't know what to do with it. So if I have a look at my card templates, I've got them organised in my little clear case, which comes with the PDF. You get the little clear case. So if I pull out my American ones and I look at this card, let's see if any of these templates line up with Shelley's card. So I'm pretty sure the first layer is Poppy Parade. Let's have a look. Oh, spot on. So first layer, she did Poppy Parade. So you would then in turn get your measurements in your measurements and get the Poppy Parade so that they match, and then you know you're coordinating as close as you possibly can. You're doing the crack the code of the international measurements chaos. You're cracking it. You're making it simple for you. So Poppy Parade layer first, and then what have we got for these layers? Oh, yes, pretty close. It's slightly different. But let's have a look at this one. I don't know if I did my Wisteria Wonder for this one, because I think that's what the next layer... Oh, no, this is the Wisteria Wonder here. So that's a pretty close combo. Look how close that is. So you could use the brand new Wisteria... No, sorry, not Wisteria. Highland Heather. I'm like doing flashbacks. I'm like going way back. Highland Heather with Pacific Point. that's pretty much the same idea there. Pretty much the same, but slightly different. These ones are standalones. They don't exactly line up. They're kind of like their own little people, but we will probably get this layer added that is spot on, exactly the same around every side, because I know how much you will love that. So there you go. That's how the card templates work. So you know, if you have a card that you are making and you want it the same as Shelley's, you see it online, then you can go, oh, I know how she made that. I know what layers she used, and I can do the same on my card. So that's how you do it. Oh, Rachel loves her card templates. It's made a huge difference to her card making. Yay. Oh, I'm so happy. Well, I know what it helped me, and that's where it started. It started from me doing tutorials and me literally wanting to lose my brain because it was just so difficult to translate into, and I'm all about making things easier, quicker, faster, less brain power, because this brain only has so much capacity. I've really got to be kind to it. So I'm like, how can I'm going to be making these tutorials every month. How can I make this easier for me? I need to visualize what the card looks like in another measurement. And so it's just perfect, because now I do it in metric, and then I look at my templates for the US peeps and Canadian in inches, and then I straight away have the measurements without even having to work it out and cut all this cardstock every month, because I used to cut it all every month, and I'm like, why am I cutting it every month? I'm making this card. Why don't I just cut it once and then use that template every month for my tutorial? So that's where it came from. Isn't that exciting? And the best part is that it translates to all measurements, and now I'm learning even more things. I didn't realize there was 3 measurements. There could even possibly be 4. Oh, here's someone from Canada. Catherine, do you use metric measurements with your letter or inches? And do you know anyone who uses metric measurements with your letter cardstock? Check your emails, Sue. They're there, I promise. I promise. It will say updated. Actually, I have to get the exact terminology, because I promise it's been sent. I think you're the only one that said they didn't get it. Check your junk mail just in case. But I'll be able to help you if you can't. And Love It, Chop It. Yay. Yeah, Love It, Chop It and card templates are like friends together. And that is going to be the card that we make today. We're going to do a bit of Love It, Chop It and a bit of card templates, because it's a lot of fun using these card templates. It helps creating cards so much easier. And for me, I'm so visual that it's just, really, really cool to use that. All my friends use inches. Okay, so I don't think there's too many that are using metric in Canada. But please tell me if anyone you know uses metric in Canada. Because the younger generation is using metric. Okay, well, we might have to do a metric for letters. That's so interesting. Metric measurement, metric unit for letter cardstock. So please, if you haven't seen my latest video about the huge mistake that card makers are making, you need to check it out, because I'm telling you, the basis of our cards is our measurements, and we are all in a bit of a pickle at the moment. We're in a bit of a mess because there's people all over the place doing all sorts of different measurements. Even here in Australia, I've heard that people are cutting it not directly in half. They're cutting it off a little slice and then folding it. It's like, oh my goodness, this is not going to work for tutorials. If they get a tutorial, they're going to be like, how does this work? What do you mean cut my paper in half? So it'd be awesome if we can all have the standard measurement that we can go back to that is going to work for all tutorials, so that it's easier to follow when you go online. You're sold on Love It, Chop It. Good. Sold. Actually, I got a message this morning and all it said was sold. And I'm like, what sold? Did you sell my house? What sold? That was all the message was. Sold. I was like, okay, cool, awesome. I don't know what I sold. So So let's jump on in and do this awesome card. I'm using blends today. I'm a bit excited. Hi there. Can you still see me? Yes. It's a little bit like this. You like the little line in the middle? It's a bit crooked, a bit like me. But also, before I go in, did you see this video this week? I hope you did. What did you think of that video? It was like one of my quick videos. Because I thought, you know what, I want to do a bit of a mashup for people. There's these ones here that are live, and they're a lot longer, and they're a bit chatty, and I say hello to you all. Yay, you found me, Elaine. But there's ones that I think people, you know, they want quick. I'm a bit like that sometimes. I'm like, you know what, come on, hurry up. I just want to find out what you've done. So I thought I'm going to do a few more of those type of videos as well. It's just to, you know, mash it up a bit. Keep everyone happy. I mean, you can't please everyone. You can't. But, you know. Oh, you like the split screen. Very good. Yes, there's lots of different split screens. If I'm doing designer series paper, I have to go tiny. Because otherwise I can't fit it in this space here. You can't see what I'm doing. So it does depend what I'm doing as to which split screen is used. But aren't they all amazing, all these random act of kindness cards? Thank you all so much. Honestly, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And all of my random act of kindness get upcycled. They go to a amazing retirement village where they case them, they use them. It's so cool because they have classes that they run there. So this random act of kindness card gets passed on. It has a life of its own that continues because we want as many people to be inspired by these cards as possible, which is what I love about random act of kindness. It can be so much more than just one person receiving it, which is awesome. Now, let's show you the card. Are you ready to see the card for today? Oh, good. Excellent. Excellent. Pamela said, I rarely use tiny little scraps like that. I'm the same. I usually throw them out. But I thought, you know what? I've just made a card. And to be honest, my new Love It Chop It system has kind of forced me to keep all my little scraps together. So what I would normally throw out and go, I'm never going to use that again. Be honest with yourself, Kylie. You're not going to use those scraps again. But because I have it all in the one case, and it's all sitting there together, including all the little scraps, because that's my, oops, there goes the little scraps that I'm doing for my next card. It's like flying out like confetti on me. But yeah, these little tiny ones, there's no way I would normally keep them. But now I'm realizing, you know what, they're great for inside the card. They're great for decorating. They're great for card making. So everything can just stay happily inside my little case. And I have everything there, the card fronts, everything that I need. And it's actually making me use my designer series paper in a more efficient way. So definitely check out Love It Chop It because it will help. So here's our card today. Where am I? There. How cute is this little guy? That little ribbon wants to go crazy. He wants to go meow. But this is our card today, and I want to show you how you can use the amazing Celebration Designer Series paper because it is such beautiful paper. And you will be shocked to see which paper this is. Are you ready for it? This is one side. So this is the dots. What's on the other side? I know! It's the butterfly paper. What's the technical term for this paper? Botanical... There it is, botanical butterfly. So I have it all happy in here. And what I love about this paper is that there's a lot of these different types of paper that are black and white. And that means a lot of flexibility, especially with our blends, because we can colour, which is what I have done on my card today. Now, you might think, oh my goodness, I don't want to use that much of my blend. What if it runs out? Our blends have so much ink in them. They're brilliant. And I give you permission to buy more. They are such a good value at $7.75 here in Australia each. Brilliant. Just buy another one. If it runs out, get some more. It's not a stress. We don't have to be freaking out about running out. It's okay. There's more blends. They're not going anywhere. So let's do a little bit of a mashup. Of course, Kylie's going to change it a little bit. So let's get the Gorgeous Grape base and use this. And, oh, the purple and the pink. Yes, they look really good. I had to do a little bit of Whisper White in the middle here, just to sort of break it up a little bit. You can see that little bit of Whisper White, and it just sort of created a little bit of contrast, because sitting on each other, it was like, oh, it just didn't feel soft, and it didn't sort of go spread nicely into the card. So that was my little tip there for you, to just add that little layer there. Now this size is our typical Love It Chop It size, which is in our card base templates. So if you have your little templates there, pull them out. I've channeled my regular base. You can tell I love Gorgeous Grape, but this is the card base. So if you have my templates, these are the measurements for you. You need Gorgeous Grape base. You need the Poppy Parade layer for your paper, which is my go-to size for inside the card as well. And it's my go-to size for when I'm chopping my paper. So if you have my card templates, you will know exactly what size that is in your measurement, in your country. This is why these templates are amazing. Now what we're going to do is just do a tiny little strip. Now I don't have this strip in measurements, and the reason why is because I want you to just eyeball it. This is what Love It Chop It is all about. It's not being caught up in sizes and not being caught up in too many rules, because once you have this base, you can chop it any way you like. You can go for it. You can chop it in half, you can chop it in quarters, you can chop it in squares, and every bit of that piece of paper, designer series paper, you're going to use and get the most out of. So it is totally up to you. If you don't want to waste that strip of designer series paper, you could cut this and then back it on some Whisper White. But basically I costed it, and by the time you stick down this, chop off the extra bit, you know, it works out the same cost, because you want to be able to stick it down onto something. So by the time you stick it down, that little strip is probably less expensive than putting it onto a backing. So I decided to stick it directly onto my designer series paper. Now I'm going to have a little strip there that I need, so I'm just going to chop a little edge. See, this is me. I thought I was completely organized, and I'm like, oh, I missed the little edge bit. But that's okay. You guys don't mind me chopping in front of you. Love it, chop it. Now, one thing that I do like to do, I will bring this over to show you, but with my designer series paper, with my cardstock, I'm going to have to stand up because this is really heavy. With my cardstock, I like to have it in a bin, not a bin like rubbish or trash, but I like to have it sorted here in bags, and these are all my scrap pieces. So when I'm making a card like this, I need to go to my scrap pieces first before I cut my full cardstock size, and this is just so that it gets used and loved, because otherwise, if I don't use this, I'm chopping into a brand new sheet again, and that's not good. We don't want to chop into full sheets, because then you end up with more scraps, and you've got to use the scraps. So that is a really cool, and I just put them in cello bags and then put the name of the cardstock that I have, and that has helped me a lot to make sure that I'm using my cardstock. Now the size, remember it's your Poppy Parade layer, so don't follow what measurements I'm doing, because it will be different in your country and in your sizes. So just do what is right for you. And then we need to look at a strip. Seriously, I eyeballed this, so I don't even think it's an actual measurement. Oh, it did actually line up to something. Surprising. But seriously, you can do whatever size strip you want. And then you just want to have a little gap out of the... So, you know, you could even eyeball the size, but if you want to make sure that you're having the right amount of strip, that's pretty good. Yep, I like that. Seriously, just like wing it. That's what we call it, winging it. Just making it up as we go. So that's going to be there. Yay, look how pretty that looks already. So I put my card templates away. I've got a little case for my card templates, but keep them stored. You can get all 3 sizes if you want to have all 3 sizes. I've found it quite handy for me because personally I do tutorials, so they're really, really good for me. If you are a demonstrator that does tutorials and things like that, really good. Now, one thing I've started doing, and I can highly recommend it, is using, instead of the big grid paper, when you're doing something like this, you can use this tiny mini grid paper. So hopefully you've got some of the mini grid paper because it is super cute. And for projects that are just sort of one-off, you're not doing a whole lot of projects all in one go. When I was doing my Crazy Crafters team cards, oh my goodness, my big grid paper, brilliant. Because I was stamping everywhere and I had mess everywhere and it was perfect glue on this side. But when you're just doing a small little project like this, your mini grid paper is perfect. I can highly recommend it for more than just the Stamparatus. It's way more than that. Oh, good, you can see. I haven't looked at comments lately. How is everyone? Yes, I just started making a card. Just join in. What you doing? Just chatting. Just saying hello. So hopefully some of you are crafting along with me. I sent out a newsletter last night. Hopefully some of you are on my newsletter. Did any of you receive that? And I talked about the magic art of tidying up again. Because there's so many of us that struggle with organisation, and mess and clutter, and we are collectors. Majority of us are avid crafters. Avid crafters mean that we're collectors, and collectors mean chaos, usually, a lot of us. So I just wanted to let you know you're not alone. There's a lot of us in the same boat, and I'm not a natural organizer. So I really hope the tips in that newsletter last night helped you. Well, today for some of you. I just happened in this. What? You just stumbled upon me? How exciting, France. Just jumped on in. You did get it, Kathleen. Oh, I'm so happy. Now, with this, because it's a little bit bigger, you can sort of go from one side. I mean, I didn't even need to do this side. Actually, we'll leave that side blank because we're going to be covering that side. But I do find going... Brenner would probably go the opposite side because he's a left-handed peep. So do what's comfortable for you. And you can come on in. Don't be too distressed about this join here because, seriously, you don't even see it. Look at this on here. There's little blotchy bits, but it actually adds to the texture. And we can have a look. Once we lay it down, we can have a look and see what it looks like. But you don't have to get too fussy with this, I'm telling you. And psychologists have said colouring in is one of the most wonderful ways to defrag yourself, to take out some stress. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed out, pick up those blends and do some colouring. Seriously, I'm feeling very, very calm. I'm like, oh, I'm loving this. It's made me feel very, very relaxed. Especially because there's no lines to colour in. There we go. We'll leave it like that. So you can sort of come in and just do a little bit over the top. Or if you wanted to, you could even grab your colour lifter and that will just blend it in a little bit more if you wanted to do it. Like if you want to be really, really particular. But I wasn't fussed and it looks great. It's fine. So we're going to go like that and like that. How cute does that look? Now we want to do our sentiment. So we'll compile it all a little bit later. So our sentiment is going to be this gorgeous one here. In case you haven't seen this one, I've got a few here that I've been using. I haven't used this one. Postscript. I used this one last night. So excited about the card that I made with this. So you're going to see this card, I think maybe next week, the one that I did with this. I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Even Brito went, wow, I love that card, Kylie. And that's when I know it's a really good card. So, this is the one that I used here, Friendly Conversation. And it's just a really, really sweet card. I've done a couple of cards using this before we go. I think this one, there's one that I use with this anyway. You'll see this one today. This one's coming. I've done a few in advance. So what I loved about this one is I thought, you know what, I'm going to have some beautiful colours and I'm going to use my markers because I think our markers are getting a little bit neglected. They're getting a bit sad because the blends have taken over and they are getting left behind. They're like, what about me? So some people are not sure how to use their markers. What's the difference? And the main difference with the markers and the blends is that the markers are water-based, whereas our blends are alcohol-based. So when it's alcohol-based, it's fantastic for colouring in because it's the water isn't going to get waterlogged and it isn't going to rip and tear. You can just keep colouring and colouring. It will eventually seep through the paper, but it's not going to actually waterlog it and rip it. Whereas if you tried to colour in with these, you can colour with them. They're not very good for blending and for depth of colour because they're water-based. So they're going to just basically rip a hole in your paper. What they are brilliant for, however, is directly on your stamps. And they work with polymer. We've tried it with polymer. They still work excellent with polymer. You might want to just rub, if you've got the polymer, rub it on your skin or rub it on, you know, get something to just sort of grit it up a bit. And that will attach the ink a little bit better to the polymer. It is a lot easier with the rubber, definitely. But I'll show you what I mean about using the blend. So I'm just going to go with the lighter colours on the outside and start with those. And you do not have to be fussy with this. I'm basically imagining like that there's a little line that I'm drawing and I've got 5 colours that I need to fit in. So I'm winging it. Seriously, we're eyeballing again here. We're not making any rules. So I do my 2 lightest colours on the side. Main reason for that is because I don't want to wreck these nibs. You can be super careful and, you know, go next to it and it should be okay. Just sort of wipe it off a little bit afterwards. But just in case, we don't want to ruin them. We want to look after our pens. So then you come in and you can sort of see it's not going to really matter with this if you go over the top of what you've done. And seriously, it looks like nothing now. You're just like, what is Kylie doing? This makes no sense. But it will. Just wait. So there's 2 ends. This I use for writing inside my cards. And I love that I have a coordinating colour to go with my card when I'm writing inside. The main thing you want to do with something like this is just make sure that there's no letter being missed. You want to make sure that everything, especially at those joins, that everything is getting coloured. And you don't have to be in a hurry because I'll show you what you do to reignite the ink. It's a pretty cool trick. Takes me back to Baywatch. You'll understand in a moment. So we do a little bit there. And there we have it. Okay, so then what we do is we do Baywatch and we do the Baywatch and we do the Hoff. It's actually the half, but I think of the Hoff. Now, I don't want to use this sheet because I feel like it's not going to be big enough. So I will use this sheet over here that I have because I want it to have plenty of room. around the outside for me to cut it. Okay. Oh my goodness. How stinking cute is that? There we go. And yeah, the yellow is quite light, so you might decide, it's a bit too light. It disappears, but I think you can still read it okay. It might, someone might just need glasses. What's that saying there? Then I bring in the big shot, bring in the big guns, and we want to cut the oval. Now the framelit, I've already done this one here. Sorry, that's a bit dark under there. But anyway, I've already done that one. Just do a bit of light here. Adjust the lighting. It's got a mind of its own. So yes, I've already done the oval. So I want this one to match. So I've got these beautiful framelets here, the layering oval. And I'm going to work out which one coordinates with this beautiful... Actually, no! I use the stitch framelets for inside because they're so stinking cute. Stitch shapes. So for the scallop oval, I use this one. And I'll give you the exact size so you know. And in the stitched, I use the biggest one. So it's like that. Because it's going to be the inside bit. And we want to sandwich that. Sorry if I'm missing comments. Looks like unicorn colours. Yay. When I think of unicorn, I think of Squatty Potty. If you haven't seen that infomercial, you need to see Squatty Potty. You'll never look at unicorns the same again. That was the best ad ever. Oh my goodness. It made me laugh and laugh. Oh, I'm missing a platform. I thought I had the magnetic platform, but I don't. But yet. So I'll just grab this layer. When you have the magnetic platform, it's perfect. So how did I know that this was not the right platform? Because it didn't feel tight enough. It was too loose. So you just add the next little layer, the thin adapter. But usually with these, I use the magnetic platform because then this little chappy will stay in place. And I have less stress of it moving. I'm just going to turn this around. So you can see the piece of resistance going through. Yeah, that feels better. You can just feel the pressure. You're like, yes, this big shot is working. Okay, let's have a look at that. I'll pull that out. I love these stitched shapes. Seriously, if you don't have these yet, they are a must-have. So let's move that out of the way, and then I'll show you the scallop one that I used. Let's put that back. I like squishing this back in place because then you, what are they called, those things? What's my name? You know what I mean. The like adapter things, the plates, the clear plates will stay straight. They'll be straighter than what they would if you didn't put them through. So these are all your sizes for the scallops. I hope I'm not missing one there. That would be very sad if I'm missing one. Unless that's the one that I used actually. Knowing me, it's over there somewhere. I bet you it is. Let's see. I thought it was this one. Oh, no. This one. Oh, it is this one. There we go. So there you go. That looks like it's the largest scallop unless I'm missing one. So that's that one. And these are called, I'll get the name of both of these for you so you can have a look. Layering ovals, must have. And the stitch shapes, must have. Both of those are definite must-haves. I'm going to put this back because I hope I haven't lost a framelit. I would be very sad. That would be my face if I lost my framelit. So I'm going to stick that down because I'm happy with that. But then we're going to put, I love my Tombow. Multi-purpose adhesive glue is the best for me because I need wiggle room. I can't get things straight. If I don't have wiggle room, it will not be glued down correctly. Then we want to glue all these layers. So we'll do this. Stick that one down there. Probably shouldn't be doing it on top of the card base. But anyway, it will be gluing over the top of that, so it's not too bad. So see how the blends come through? So it's not going to waterlog your paper. It's just going to seep through the other side. And then we do that. So pretty. Then we're going to glue this down. And I know a lot of you stress out using beautiful pattern paper and gluing, like, because it's double-sided, it's like, oh, I'm hurting this side's feelings because I didn't choose it. But just make a decision, stick to it. You know what you want to do with that paper. Do not be emotionally attached to the other side, because then you won't use it. And what's worse, not using it or being overly emotionally attached? Then we're going to use this and we're going to put this on. By the way, the blends that I used, just so you know, I did Lovely Lipstick Light and the Highland Heather Light, because I didn't want it too full. And as you can see, if this is the light colour, the dark would be very dark. I mean, it probably would go quite nice with the, but you know, I didn't want it to go too over the top. But they're the ones I used in case you're wondering. And then we'll stick down some dimensionals here. There we go. Who else is crafting? I hope a few of you are crafting. Hey, Jason. Oh, go have a look, Rick. It's really funny. It's not my fault. But I tell you what, it sold it to us. We were like, I'm getting one of them. That's the funniest ad I've ever seen. You'll never look at unicorns the same again. Now, we're going to do this little tiny little bow. I'm still going to use the same colour because I think it's really sweet, this pink. So this one is in a combo and it's in the Occasions catalogue. Do you think I can think of the name? Of course I can't think of the name. Combination Lovely. It's somewhere around page 2, 3, 4, something like that. If you need to know, I'll put it up later. Now, I want to do the little one. So these are my Bow Easy templates. If you have not seen these, they are on my little extra store. These are not Stampin' Up. These are just something I get from the US. I import them. So I'm going to go around. So you can do one side, but because this is like, that would be one loop. But because this is really thin and tiny, I thought, you know what, I'll do it again because that will give it a little bit more oomph. It'll give it more, yeah. And I think that ending there, I want the ending to be a bit longer. So I'm going to pull that down a little bit and give myself a little bit more room at the base. Now, what I'm going to do is trim off the edge. Actually, I'll do it the other way. I like it when I don't have to trim. I'll do it this way because then it's easier because I've got the end here now. Has that given it enough space? Yeah, I think so. A little bit more maybe. There we go. I do like it doing it that way because then I don't have to cut until the end. Then I come backwards. Bruno was trying this last night again and he's like, oh my goodness. And he's left-handed, so he has to turn it upside down. So it's a little bit tricky, even me explaining it to him. So this is creating the knot. This is the bow. So we just go through this little loop here. And this is the part where you feel like you're all thumbs and fingers, but you do get used to it. You pull that and that creates the knot. And then that is your bow. You just pull that off. And voila! You have the cutest bow in history. Ah, if you would like one of these Bow Easies, I have them in my store. And I ship them worldwide. They're everywhere. I send them everywhere. So I'm going to go there. You have to be very gentle with this one though. He's a very fragile one, mainly because of the type of ribbon. It's just a very soft, pliable ribbon. I know that from experience. I'm like, oh, I've just wrecked my ribbon. I just want that to be a little bit more. Yes, there we go. So this ribbon is not going to be absolutely perfectly spot on. What you could do if you wanted to have that sitting exactly where you want it to sit is you could glue it, do a little glue dot sort of up towards the top of the card, and that would help keep it down. But it does have a little bit of a mind of its own. But I love this little ribbon. Use a glue dot, and I sort of just gather the glue dot a bit because I don't want it to show sticking out. Actually, I'll put it up the top this time. I think it will suit the top. There's more space up there this time. And, you know, I like to change things up. So that is, look at him, he's like, whee! I'll just go any way I want to, other than the way you want me to. Anyway, we'll leave him up there. We'll let him go, ah! He still looks very cute. And then on the inside, because we can do the inside as well, I'm going to use the same beautiful, lovely lipstick with the strip, and the Poppy Parade layer measurement is going to be the inside. Kylie is correct. You'll never look at unicorns the same again. Oh, I'm so happy, Debbie. That's great. So I'm just going to colour this in. The squatty potty. It's pretty funny. I love those ads that are so funny that you want them to go viral. That's so funny. So there we go. I've got into my Zen place again. Oh, I'm all relaxed again. There we go. So can you believe this is my last Facebook Live for 3 weeks? However, there are going to be a lot of videos over the next few weeks. Maybe not next week because I'm with my mum next week. But the week after, there'll be ones on YouTube next week because, you know, we'll still be around. You won't get rid of us. But the week after, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening because we'll be on stage. So you'll feel like we've been around still. You'll see a lot of different things, boards, Facebook Lives. See, I should have put it in its little Tombow holder and then it would have been happy. There we go. Stick that down. I want a little bit of a strip on this side. I want it to show a little bit of the Whisper White. And it's a little bit taller than the paper, so I can just do a little bit of trimming there. Little choppy chop chop with my snips to make it perfect. And then we'll put this inside. Okay. So if you get a Bow Easy and you are outside of Australia, I will put a little thing up on my page, but if you get a Bow Easy and you're outside of Australia, give up to 3 weeks. I know it's a real pain, but 3 weeks is how long it takes to sort of get outside. Even within Australia, we've had some waiting up to 2 weeks because of Aussie Post. We're very sorry, but yeah, just hang tight. I love the people that are like, I ordered this 2 days ago. Why isn't it here? Talk to Aussie Post. They're ridiculous. They take forever. So there we have it, my lovely people. Thank you for watching me make this card today. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing that today. And look at the different combos. As you can see, there are lots and lots of choices that you can make with your beautiful cards. It'll just come full screen for you. Hello, Sandy. Oops, hello. I just took myself away. Hello, Sandy. Who's controlling these cameras? I've got crazy hair today. Okay, there we go. There's the cards. What do we think? Beautiful. They're fun, aren't they? They're colourful. There's lots of different elements. There's lots you can learn from these cards. Get out your markers, get out your blends, and remember that Stampin' Up! Are bringing out Stampin' Storage on the 1st of April. If you want more information about the Stampin' Storage and you live in Australia, please let me know, because we are very, very excited about this storage. I'm just going to turn off this light. It's very bright. That's better. So this storage is going to be amazing. We're working out how it's going to fit into we think we've worked it out into our storage system, but we're really, really excited that Stampin' Up! Have brought out things for the ink, the blends, and you've learnt all about Squatty Potty. Very good, Rick. Rainbows and unicorns and Squatty Potties. Thank you, Carrie. That's so sweet. Yes, I'm very happy with how those cards turned out. But we have a lot of exciting things happening. Please, please, please remember that you only have 2 days left of celebration here in Australia. I think it's 3 everywhere else in the world. But yes, yeah, everyone's very excited about the storage. I think we're all like, please, we want to KonMari our room. Give us storage. So yes, it's going to be really great. And please, if you're thinking about joining Stampin' Up, there's a lot of opportunities when you join my team. I have a training program that I run that is free for my team. And it is an incredible program with a lot of these people that are commenting today that you can learn from. And it's a really, really amazing opportunity to just see what you love, where it can take you. I'm looking for some really self-motivated, determined, amazing people to join my team because I know the possibilities and I know what it has done for Bruno and I. We are traveling to Greece in the middle of the year, and that's thanks to Stampin' Up! So there's a lot of really incredible things. I was talking to a demonstrator who's not in my team, Donna Gray, just yesterday, and she's just saying, I'm pinching myself. I'm going overseas for the very first time. I had one of my team members last year go overseas for the very first time, and she got to go for free, and she got to go to Alaska. It's so amazing what the opportunities can open up. Of course, it's a lot of hard work, but with support and with the right advice and with the right people behind you, the right team behind you, anything is possible if you want to aim for it. You seriously can aim for the stars. Half the battle is having the desire to want to reach goals. If you have the desire, then you can learn everything else. Everything else can be taught. You've just got to be super, super driven and be willing to get a few knockbacks here and there, but pick yourself up, keep going. Because you don't always get yes in this industry. In fact, that's guaranteed that you're not always going to get yes in sales. But we would absolutely love to have you in our team and love to help you reach some goals that you may have. Maybe it's to travel or to get a little bit more of an income, but we're here to help our team members to flourish. However, they're very independent. No hand holding with Kylie Bertucci. It's like, well, what have you done? Where have you looked? What are you doing? You've got to be able to do it yourself. But I'm always here for you if you need support or have a question, because independent people are usually successful people. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jackie. So, one more for Silver Elite. You can do it. So very exciting that Onstage is coming up. All demonstrators around the world have a wonderful, wonderful time at Onstage. We will be in New Zealand, so please follow all our pages if you want to see the incredible things that Stampin' Up! Put on. Every 6 months they put on these events, and they're just amazing. So you could join our team just to come to an event if you like, or just to get the discount too. You're welcome. I never thought I would get anyone. Yes, so that was Rachel. I think the best thing about Stampin' Up is literally the same with me. Bruno's sister gave me the catalogue and I was like, sign me up. I know I want all of it, so the best thing for me to do is just to sign up and get the discount. I didn't know where it was going to take me. I didn't know where it was going to take Bruno and I, but it's pretty exciting where we've been able to go. And now being able to help other people too is really exciting. Thank you so much, Trisha. Thank you. So I think that was everything I had to tell you. I've popped up my links to the store if you want to bow easy or the card templates or anything that I've spoken about. If you want to join our Love It Chopit group, our Random Act of Kindness group, there's lots of support, a lot of exciting things happening, and we really, really want to get you to craft with purpose, hashtag craft with purpose, and think about what your crafting is doing. Pam made me cry this morning because of her beautiful card. Please keep her in your prayers and thoughts, because Pam lives here in Australia and her hubby is going through a really difficult time with cancer. So yeah, keep her in your thoughts. I just think it's so beautiful that she took the time to send this to me despite everything that's happening to her in her life. So it's pretty incredible, the emotions that you can give to other people by giving to others. So, you know, who would like a card? I know someone would like it out there. So if you would like a card from me, I'll pick someone today and I'll send it today, because that will make sure it goes to you. Yes, I am. I'm going to post it. So just put, I would like a card, even if you're on YouTube, because I'm putting it up tonight, and I will let someone know. I'm going to email them and I'll put your comment tomorrow, because I'll even keep it open for YouTubers if you want to comment and say you would like the card, because that would be fun. And I'll track you down. I'll find you and send it to you. So thank you all very much for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful 3 weeks. But we shall see you online. Make sure you're still following, because we will be on here, just not with my usual regular live. But we will be back towards the end of April. And we will be crafting together yet again. Yay, me. Rick, you just want to be reminded of the squatty potty. It's a unicorn. Maybe the unicorn made this card. Yay! Ah, thank you, Vicky. Lots of people. Seriously, it brings so much joy. It's so cool. Ah, that's so nice, everyone. Well, have a wonderful crafty week. And if your craft room is crazy or your craft space is crazy, my goal for you this week, and I want you to contact me and keep me updated, your goal this week is to tidy your craft space. So get it organized, get it in a good place so that you can feel good, and then you can start creating in a happier place, because you might be still creating fine, but you'll create a whole lot better if your space is organized. So remember my 3 tips. When you go into your craft room, on my newsletter I said you want to make 3 piles. Pile 1, keep. Pile 2, donate. Pile 3, rubbish. Put them in those piles and start getting sorted. And remember, the Love It Chopit will really help you with your organization and your storage space. Some feel it takes up more room, but I'm telling you, nothing takes up more room than a big pack of 12 by 12. So cull that, do some chopping, get organized, good, get sorted, because you're going to feel so much better about your craft space. Do it, Vicky. You can do it. And make sure you send me some pictures. You can send it through Messenger or email, wherever you want to send it. Go to my blog. There's a contact me. There's lots of different places you can message me. Anyway, we'll speak to you all soon. I don't want to leave you. I'm going to miss you all so much. But we'll speak on stage. There's going to be so much fun. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful couple of weeks. And I'll pick a winner tomorrow who I'm going to send the cards to. See you, everyone. Bye.